Hi there. Thanks for being here at All Things Health and Wellness. I'm Tria with Intuitive Health and Wellness, and I wanted to talk about home cooking today. So this video is really for those of you that are struggling to cook at home, maybe eating out a lot, just busy individuals picking up fast food. So I wanted to give you some helpful tips as far as eating and cooking at home. So number one, I really encourage you to make a list of ingredients, vegetables, meals that you like. So yeah, what vegetables do you like? What grains do you like? What proteins do you like? Make a list, and then maybe what meals can come from those ingredients. You can always look on Google. There's tons of recipes that come up if you put, what can I make with broccoli? So I would encourage you to start there. Really get familiar with what you like and what you might want to cook with. Simple but helpful. And then once you have all the things that you want to cook with, right, I would encourage you to meal prep. And I struggle with this a lot, but every once in a while I get it together to where I can actually chop my vegetables ahead of time and put them in containers and put them in the fridge, and I feel so good when I do that. And it's so easy to then cook later when maybe I'm busy and I don't have a lot of time. I can just throw all the veggies and pre-chopped ingredients into a pan or whatever I'm doing with it, and I don't have to spend the time chopping those ingredients, right? So it's super helpful. I'd really encourage it. I'm working on that one myself. And you can make it fun. So put on some music or put on a podcast. It's really a form of self-care, and I do find it to be very relaxing and kind of brings me into the moment. It's a form of being mindful, right? You're giving that love and attention to the food you're going to be eating later. So yeah, prep ahead of time if at all possible. And stretch your intuitive cooking muscles. So when you think about the foods that you like, what do you like to combine? Whatever I have in the fridge, I'll just kind of throw in a pan. That's my go-to. So if I have kale, if I have some tomatoes, maybe I have some beans, I'll just throw them into a pan and stir fry them a little bit. And, it kind of just is whatever sounds good to me. I think those ingredients would sound good together. Let's try it. So experiment a little. You don't have to cook with a recipe. Add a little bit of something at a time. Obviously, don't put in a ton of something you're not sure you're gonna like, but mix it up a little bit and have fun with it and see, what it is that you really like. And it's really satisfying to be able to do that and throw something together and then have it turn out to be something you really think is yummy. So I would encourage you to try flexing those intuitive muscles when it comes to your cooking. And keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like I said, you can cook with recipes, and that's fine. I've done both and I like both, but I'm not always super detail oriented, and I don't always have the time to follow a recipe step by step. So I will just, go at it intuitively. And if you're not super familiar with cooking or you're not comfortable in the kitchen, that's going to take a little bit of time to feel comfortable. But just start small, with a couple of things that you think might go good together. And it can be very simple. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It can just be a couple of things combined. And like I said, I like to stir fry, do 1 or 2 pot meals. I like to add some tofu if you're into that, or some other form of protein, and just be open to trying new things. So I hope that helps a little bit, give you a little, place to start if you're not familiar or just haven't been cooking at home a lot. The main things are just keep it simple, Prep ahead of time if you can, and have fun with it, right? It doesn't have to be so serious. And, use music, use a podcast. Those things are really enjoyable when you're cooking. So have fun. I hope this helps.